Let's make some cold brew. Do you cold brew? Do you know what cold brew is? Do you think that cold brew is just iced coffee? Because it is not. Iced coffee is just that. It is coffee that is brewed over heat and then it is poured over ice. Cold brew, on the other hand, is a very different process. Cold brew is brewed in your fridge. It takes between 8 to 12 hours to brew, and there's other differences as well. Because cold brew is brewed in the fridge and not with a heat process, it has 67% less acidity than regular brewed coffee. Cold brew also has a naturally slight sweet taste, so that you need a little bit less sweetener. Cold brew has also been shown to be better for your teeth and better for your health. So I have a question for you. How many times a week do you swing through your favorite drive-through at the coffee shop to get coffee? Y'all, buying coffee out is expensive. I want you to think about this. I want you to think about spending $5 a day, 5 days a week. That's $100 a month. Now, I want you to multiply that times 12. That's a lot of money that you could be saving, or you can be spending in another area. And let me tell you, our cold brew carafe is a great solution. You can make your own cold brew and save a ton of money and save a ton of time. And another thing that people really like about cold brew is that cold brew has a very smooth taste when you compare it to heat brewed coffee. And then don't forget, it has less acidity, it's less bitter, and it is slightly sweet. Now, even though we're talking about coffee today, if coffee isn't your thing, or if you like tea as well, the cold brew carafe also makes a fabulous cold brew tea. Now, with our cold brew, it's very simple to use. It comes with 3 pieces. You have the carafe, you have the cover, and you have the filter. Now, the coffee goes in the filter, and the filter also has 2 fill lines. You fill your coffee to the bottom line if you're making regular strength coffee, or you fill it to the top fill line if you're making espresso or concentrate. So now you can brew your coffee as strong as you would like. And then all you do is you put your coffee into the filter goes into the carafe, and then you add your water to the fill line, and then you put it in the fridge to brew for 12 hours, and that is it. And let me just tell you that if you prefer hot coffee, like I love a nice cup of hot coffee, so if hot coffee is your thing, then cold brew tastes fantastic heated up. All you have to do is pour it in your coffee cup and just pop it in the microwave, and guess what? It's still lower in acid, it's still less bitter, and it still has that smooth and slightly sweet taste, because it was brewed in the fridge and not using a heat process. So let's make some cold brew. Let's make some super quick. All we have to do, like we said, we're going to take our coffee and we're going to fill it to the fill line. Now, just remember, you're going to use the bottom fill line if you like your coffee, if you're making regular strength. So I'm filling it here. Or if you want espresso or concentrate, you're going to fill your coffee up to here. And then we're going to put the filter back in the carafe, and we're going to add water. We're going to add water until we get to the fill line. Now, you might be thinking, what kind of water should I use? I will just tell you, use the same kind of water that you use to brew your regular coffee. So if you use filtered water, then use filtered water for your cold brew. If you use tap water to make your coffee, then use tap water for your cold brew. You're going to use whatever kind of water you normally use. And then you also might be thinking, okay, so what kind of coffee do I use? You can use whatever coffee you like. Now, I will tell you that coarse ground coffee works the best, but you can use whatever your favorite kind of coffee is. And you'll see that as we are filtering this, you can see it's already starting to get that nice brown color. And we are just gonna fill this up to the fill line. And then guess what? We're done. You're gonna put your cover on it, and then we're going to put it in the fridge, and it is going to brew for 10 to 12 hours. And then when you're done with that, after that time is passed, you're gonna take it out, and you're going to take your coffee out. You're gonna put your, you're gonna take your coffee out, you're gonna put your cover back on it, and then you are ready to make your cold brew, okay? And the great part about it is the remainder is going to be good in your fridge for 5 to 6 days. You guys, this is a money-saving solution, okay? This is a money-saving solution for you. And let me just tell you that when this coffee is done tomorrow, it's gonna be rich, it's gonna be dark, and it's gonna be delicious. And you are going to save some money, okay? And remember, good in your fridge for 5 to 6 days. Now, we're making it today. We are getting ready to brew. And if you come back and meet me in the kitchen tomorrow, we will finish it up. So bye for now. Time to finish up our cold brew. Yesterday we made cold brew in the carafe, and it's been steeping in the refrigerator. So let me show you just how easy it is to finish it off. Now, since our cold brew has steeped for 10 to 12 hours and is done, we're gonna take the lid off here. And then next, we're gonna remove our filter, okay? You don't wanna store your cold brew in the fridge with the filter because the coffee is still in here. So we're gonna take the filter out, and then now we have our cold brew. Now, you can store your remaining cold brew in your fridge. It's gonna last for 5 to 6 days in there. But let's make a quick cup of cold brew while we're at it. I already have my cup and I have ice in it already, okay? And then I am going to add my freshly made cold brew to it. Look how brown, smooth, and delicious that looks. And then next, I'm going to add a little bit of creamer, okay? I'm gonna add, okay, or maybe a lot of bit of creamer. So you can use your favorite creamer. And then I think I'm gonna top this off today with a little bit of white chocolate sauce to go in here as well. And so this, y'all, is just how simple it is to make a delicious cup of cold brew. See how easy it is to be your own barista and make your own cold brew at home? You could save $5 a day, and you multiply that $5 by how many times a week you buy coffee out. And even better than that, think about how much money you'll save every month, because cold brew is a money-saving solution. Now, if you like coffee, then of course you need a cold brew carafe for your coffee. But if you like cold brew tea too, then you're gonna need 2 cold brews in your life so that you can have one for your coffee and one for your tea. Until next time, I'll see you in the kitchen.